tonight's meeting, we have a non-public session. First thing, I want everyone to be aware that the deliberative session is on February 6th, and voting day is March 13th. For those of you that are not aware, the deliberative session is your opportunity to ask any questions on the budget. The budget committee is the one, excuse me, that will be presenting the budget, and they should be going through it through each department. So if there are any questions, that's your opportunity to ask. And we're going to have a discussion on mileage reimbursement. So before we start, let's please stand for Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The first item being a non-public session. Do I have a motion to go into non-public session?
I don't know which one we're doing. I believe,
The employee.
yep, C, 91, RSA 91A, colon 3, non-public session. Under C, matters which if discussed in public would likely affect adversely the reputation of any person. Make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
I'm a little
So
worried.
we should be live.
Okay.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's something I'm worried about, then I put it in.
Because I'm going to put my name into, for the, finish out the 1 year before I go on for a full time. But that's my plan.
The next item we had on the agenda, we announced the deliberative session, mileage reimbursements.
So it does say something in here.
I'd gone, just quickly looked to see how they're calculated, and one of the breakdown charts that I had found shows that the way it's calculated out is 6% of the rate they figure is for tires and maintenance, 7% license, registration, taxes, 12% for insurance, 30% for fuel, but 45% is for depreciation. And when you read about it and you're saying, well, if it's an employee, salesman buys a car, he's putting an extra 30,000 miles on it, whatever, I can see this being applicable. But when we have
For
somebody
instance,
that
I'm going
wants
to drive to Concord and back once.
back, that's what I had a hard
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and I came up with a number that I felt was a reasonable number. So I have a number that, and in there it just says it will not exceed the IRS.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so I have 35 cents a mile is my number.
What is the current IRS? 54?
54.5.
So if we go to this one, do 54 point, you get, you calculate it, can't get that to open. Do 54.5 times, 0.55.
It's 29.9, so 30 cents.
And that's what I'm saying, because depreciation of the vehicle, I don't know that that's what that would work out to. What's your thoughts, Jay?
What do we pay out in mileage? Do we have a dollar amount that we paid out in the past, over a year?
Is it broken out in here?
Well, each
Each
department would have
department
it.
has their own line,
I didn't know if we had a
not
number.
very much though.
No,
Um,
I'm just seeing, seem to see it more now.
You do?
Well,
I
take the
think Debbie did some stuff and,
fire department,
well, the
Jessica.
fire department.
Well, fire department, yeah, 'cause they don't. Well, it's also travel, meal, and goes all together.
Yeah.
The reason, is just, what does it cost us to do in the past, and how much are we actually saving? But if we're trending in an upward motion, I mean, certainly worth looking at, coming up with a number. Getting any answers?
Yeah. So right now we're at 450, 600. And that's everything together, that's travel, meals. and
Yeah,
through.
so it's not
But,
broken out.
no, it's not
Just mileage.
just mileage, no, but,
I'm gonna presume that's all mileage, no?
it could be rooms, things, so
Like
like
for
some of them,
Jessica.
like for Jess, it could be,
No, because hers goes under her, it's not travel.
Well,
It's
it's a-
called something else for her.
okay, well, most of these just say travel, the only one that says Board of Selectmen is the one that says travel, meals, and rooms, so we're at 600. Mileage, okay, so we're at 600, 860. Nothing there.
So $1,000.
Yeah, we're at, yeah. We're under $1,000 from what I can see. Yeah, I'm not seeing, yeah, we're under $1,000.
So it's a pleasure.
I'm just pondering, is it really that much of a expense that it needs to be changed?
Well, if you were to take 50% of that, that's more than some of your committee budgets. But,
Point,
yeah,
no, point taken.
I,
What do we, again, I should have done the math myself, but I know you're gonna come up with a 35-cent value. The difference between 35 and 25 dollar-wise is pennies, really.
what's the 25?
No, the number that John's thinking is 35.
Yeah.
From 55, it's,
Oh,
I'm gonna say it was, I believe it was $400.
So it's from 1,000, you'd be at $640 instead of $1,000.
Did you have a number, David? Yeah, you were at what, 30?
I'm just saying, it could have been 30, 35 to me is fine, it's just that I'm gonna sense that with more of the travel, when you, I forgot which one I saw, and it was $100 bill, I think, to go to Concord, and I'm like, it doesn't seem right. So that's the only reason I raise it. If you guys are fine with keeping it,
No, I mean, like I said, I mean, when, you know, it's been a while since I've had to put in my own car, but at the time I was getting like 42 cents, and I thought that was awesome. You know, you put it, you know, I would drive from here to Manchester and back and put a tank of gas in my car on 40 cents, so, you know.
I'm thinking even if you go with 35, you did 100 miles,
That's a tank of gas.
that's
Right, yeah,
$35.
round trip, yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're, on it, even on a truck like mine, I'm saying I'd be doing that for probably $15 for fuel, right? Say $2.50 a gallon, you're gonna get 20 miles to a gallon.
I need a truck to get the better gas mileage. But, no, and I appreciate the way you did it, because it's not an everyday usage for these folks that are doing it.
Yeah,
It's not,
yeah.
it's not like they're making their livelihood by using their own vehicle to run. Together and yawn, that's all. You guys, you're agreeable at 35?
Yeah.
sounds like.
Are you?
I'm pondering it. To me, it could go either way. I could leave it where it is, or it's not a huge dollar value.
I mean, and that was my thing, I looked at it and I looked at the same thing and went, you know, that's, you know, there is some wear and tear in a vehicle,
Right,
you know,
it's-
and so I was willing to go higher than the, you know, than taking the 45 completely out, you know, so, you know, lowering it that, like the 45%,
Yeah,
just taking that out.
yeah.
So, like I said, I'm at just about 65%, at 64% of that value. So I felt comfortable with that, you know, and I probably would have gone your way, except that when I was on vacation to New Orleans, I had to put a new tire on a car, cause it was a rental, and I went around a car, so I went just out of the normal traffic lane, put a bolt in the tire. No one ever buys insurance on a rental car, so I had to pay $100 for a tire. So it's just one of those things, like, it would really suck if that was like, that's where you picked up the road hazard, was on that one day, that one trip to Concord, and go, man, if I didn't have to take that trip to Concord. So I'm like, yeah, I'll give him a little extra. Because I'll let you know, sitting in that room and paying $105 to put a tire on a rental car just burnt me so bad.
Next time you rent the car, you gonna take the insurance?
No.
No. He's gonna wait for the car in front to move.
Yeah, exactly. Wait for that old lady to take the left-hand turn next time.
So is there a motion?
Motion to make the mileage reimbursement 35 cents a mile.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Could I do something?
Yeah, can you do that?
So, I'm still working on the final warrant. You can just pass these down. I just wanna, because you have to sign the warrant, I want you to know that it's a little different than when you saw it before. And one of the changes is Article 1. We had the Budget Committee listed as 4 3-year terms,
Yeah, no, it's
and
staggered.
it's actually staggered, and the moderator brought that to our attention.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Yep. Article 2, you didn't see Article 2 before, so that's new. The budget, and then the only other one that's right now a little, I'm having a little problem with is Article 16. You're actually not supposed to have anything non-lapsing beyond 5 years, so the DRA brought that to my attention. But she's said we could word it this way. Because we've already, you know, the hearing's already done, but we could,
This will be a non-lapsing as long as the money remains available under the rules of purchase. Meaning as long as the DOT has the money to replace the bridge?
mhm.
Sounds good to me.
I'm fine
Yeah,
with
I
that.
have no heartburn on that.
So,
And just so you guys know, that Article 2-1 from the planning board, it's just because inside of our zoning ordinance, it's referencing a document that nobody knew existed, and it's, we just reworded it, not referencing the document.
So you all have to sign this, so, and it has to be posted on Monday. So I have to fix 16 and then it's all ready to be signed. If you can, I mean,
Unfortunately,
I could
those-
do it tonight or, well, yeah, it goes on the last
Yeah,
page.
that's what I was saying, we
I
can't
know.
sign. Unless you just printed these, no.
Or you can come in. I mean, I
Yeah.
hate for you to have to
Yeah.
come in again, but, I
When do
just
you have to have it
fix it.
posted, Thursday,
Monday,
Monday?
yeah,
Oh, no problem.
okay.
That way I don't have a bad one.
Do we want to discuss yet the mailer? Are we still?
Well, I wasn't, yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at you.
Oh, I started working on it and then I wasn't sure about figures and things, so I stopped. Because I don't think I have the final budget yet.
Right, isn't
So-
it typically when the flyer is really compilation
warrant
typically of the
articles.
warrant articles and,
I,
uh, I don't have it
no,
on here.
it
It's on my other
actually,
one. It does
yeah,
have some other
yeah,
information.
it does.
Yeah. But it's just
It's-
something I don't wanna lose sight of because we're gonna have this short window
It
between,
is gonna be
you know,
short,
The
deliberative
sixth
and,
and the 13th.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lot on it, it's just that
Okay.
I stopped with, because I was not sure about the figures.
Yeah, because you figure if anything, When it
changes the
changes.
deliberative.
so if we can have everything but that, so that way if any figures change at night with warrant articles, you just change that.
I'm thinking, didn't we show revenue on
Mhm.
there last, yeah,
Mhm.
cause that's been an eye opener, at least to myself,
Mhm.
is, you know, you watch how the revenue, goes up. Anything else?
Oh, just write this down. Just, I'll tell you what that is in a
Okay.
minute.
Jay, anything?
I'm thinking, no, I don't, nothing pressing at this point.
Make a motion to adjourn?
So
Second.
moved?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.